Meet Emily Kate Boyd, a singer and a songwriter with a unique style.
Traditional, very lyrically oriented music, sort of simplified chord progressions that sort of have just a natural, like alt country feel to them. Right now, I mean, it changes frequently. I'm very influenced by jazz and world music as well. So it does change because I'm always trying to learn new things on my instrument, and playing with other musicians teaches me different techniques. I try to instrumentally do something unique. I try not to fall into like standard cowboy chords.
Emily Boyd grew up in Ringgold, Georgia, a North Georgia town near Chattanooga, Tennessee, the hometown of many successful musicians and singers, including the great Bessie Smith. Boyd says her music is greatly influenced by her deep Southern roots.
Growing up in a small town definitely keeps me down to earth, keeps me cautious of the way that I communicate. There are certain phrases and certain, words that are really sort of natural for me as a Southerner, and the experience of growing up in the South, and the experience of being surrounded by great Southern rock and playing that music, all that comes from my community.
Though she's not professionally trained in classical music, Emily Kate Boyd knows her songs come from the heart.
If I were a burning rock and the sky would fall in the right place, so would I.
Every time I sit down to write, it's sort of an exploration, and I think in that process something organic happens that kind of creates little musical oddities, and I just try to maintain a sort of lyrical integrity.
It is Boyd's hope that you'll be inspired when you hear her music.
I want them to be curious to investigate further. I hope that there's a line or a lyric or a musical moment that captures their attention, enough to, think about it the next day. If anything, I hope people leave a live performance, if they just happen upon me at the coffee shop, or if they, might hear it in passing, that they're sort of reminded how important it is to support live musicians, because it is such a gift for a community to have the quality of live musicianship that this area has.
Oh, be kind to me, brother, when you're talking. Oh, be kind to me, mother, when you dream for me. I'm sleeping from time to time. I'm leaping on.
Emily Boyd admits that making a living as a singer is not easy.
To be quite honest, I mean, I don't make a living as a singer-songwriter. I make a living at other things. But, I live to play music, and I live to be involved in this kind of, in the kind of experiences that I'm in.
The world around Emily Kate Boyd serves as her laboratory and her inspiration. She always has a journal or a sketchbook nearby.
I try to keep an accurate catalog of phrases and words and lyrics that, just sort of, run through everyday conversation. It's amazing how poetic, we can be just inside of our friendships and our casual relationships. And so I try to capture those moments lyrically.
Ultimately, Emily Boyd would love for music to be her full-time career.
I could drop everything and go full-time, although recent life experience has told me that, it's best to be patient and allow it to sort of grow organically until I have a little bit more under my feet as far as a support system.
Over the next 5 years, Emily Boyd hopes to release 2 or 3 more CDs. And in 10 years?
In 10 years, I hope that there's a sense of just an established career and a sort of a circle of influence artistically that is of the caliber of my influences and my heroes. That would be ideal.
Jordan's banks are red and muddy, and the rolling water's wide. I got no boat, so I'm good and muddy when I get to the other side. like a honeybee golden snake, or just a red clay road with a red clay wings and a red clay halo for my head. Give me a red clay road with a red clay wings and a red clay halo for my head. Hurt at all. It was a pretty remarkable event. I had just enough power in my cell phone to call the cops, to call Allstate, so that was in good hands, and to call my parents to freak them out completely because I was in a blizzard in New Mexico.
Introducing the Art Institute of Atlanta Decatur, a new satellite campus of the Art Institute of Atlanta. With 2 convenient locations, it's never been easier to get a hands-on education that prepares you for a creative career. The Art Institute of Atlanta Decatur is part of the Art Institutes, America's leader in creative education. Call today to discover how we can help you turn your ideas into a fulfilling career. Are you ready to be inspired? The Art Institute of Atlanta Decatur. Classes starting soon. Call today.